Checking if we are live. Come on, internet. I think we are live now. So welcome to this evening's Monday Doodle. Tonight I just want to do a quick color study of a ship. I'll do it digitally and use the eyedropper tool. Sorry, I'm just checking if I'm live here. We're live, perfect. I'll do it digitally, just show you my screen here. In Photoshop, and my reference is this ship here. And then I will pen drop the colors from the ship and then try to draw this version of the ship as best as I can in Photoshop in a blank canvas. And it's just a quick doodle, and it's a color study because I've been diving into colors, and sometimes you're surprised about, for instance, what kind of nuances you have in the water and how, for instance, a ship looks in the distance. Maybe the ship isn't white, maybe it's a totally different color. So it's just a quick doodle. I don't drink coffee now because it's too late. Let's get cracking. All right, move you guys a bit closer. Let's start out with adding some water, and we have a dark blue, beautiful blue here. Let's just start by adding some water. And since it's essentially just quick color study, I'm gonna not go into details of any sorts. Try to keep it as rough as possible. We have some bit more lighter blue nuances here. We could plug in a bit of grass here. That's a beautiful. Let's just switch it up here. If there's anyone out there who are into digital coloring, I can let you know that this brush is called Big Bad Wolf. And I've been finding it very useful for the children's book that I've just finished the spreads for, especially for doing like landscapes scenes. Let's plug in a bit more grass here. One different color. Kind of light olive here. And a darker one here. And this is where I could also maybe use a different brush. Bristle Bump. That sounds interesting. Let's go for that. Could work for some of the grass here. No, not really. Bristle, hair, and grass. There we go. Back to the water. Could be nice to add a touch of waves. Go back to the wolf. Big Bad Wolf Tilt. Let's try that one. Let's just see. And maybe some highlights. Let's see what color might be the waves here. We can check here on the scale. It's actually quite close to pure white on the scale here, but notice that it's in the turquoise scale of things here, so that's kind of interesting. Where do we have some big old waves? Over there. There we go. And I think that's that. A few more nuances, and then I think we are good to go. Just plug in the sky here. We can use a brush called Noise, which I've also found kind of useful when I did a spread for a Lavina. So let's just try this out now. Get this noise almost like Rasta that you would find in old school comics. And then it gets a bit darker up here. Before entering this beautiful dark sky here. And to make the gradient all nice and gradient here, you can then go in here on the sky and pen drop from there, and automatically you will start blending things more and more. Kind of, you can keep on working on this. And the other way around, you can go to a lighter side here. I want this horizon here to be quite lighter, so just gonna go in with some white to even up that. Yeah. Let's work on the ship now. Just kind of block in the shape here. Let's start out with the red. Oh, this is, can you tell this is like a lavender color? And this is what I mean by the ship. I thought that this ship was kind of red. That would be my assumption, but it's more like lavender. Beautiful lavender color. Let's block it in with the wolf brush. Have it placed in the middle. Whoops. We have part of the ship that's been painted. This is almost like a very desaturated purple, also quite beautiful color. I'll try to block that one in. There we go. Maybe it's just a bit too large. Whoops. Move the ship a bit down. Then there's the, what do you call this? I don't know. Steering house. To the green side of things. And kind of a beige color nuance. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can actually see what's going on here. And I really try to keep things rough because I don't want to go into details. Come to think of it, this is also a good exercise in trying to remember as much as possible every time I switch back and forth. Just gonna go make that go in here. Likewise, how is this ship moving? It goes down there. I think that's kind of how it goes. And are those actually houses? I'm not sure. But we do have a lavender thing here behind. Have this very dark shade here on the back of the boat. Ship, sorry. Which is because of the contrast, because there's so much sunlight, so we have this massive shade here on the back of it. We also have that in fact down here, I guess. Yeah, sort of. Could also use the noise here. We have some texture here on the boat, which could be fun. Darker lavender. Let's see what we could do with that. Maybe add grain. Yes. This is called add grain medium. You can get this rough texture. So now we're trying to, I think we're getting somewhere. We have these purplish things. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, so that's actually just about the things that I would do. Just to get a feeling. I made my ship a bit larger, you can tell. Maybe we need to break the waves a bit at the ship. So let's take water, go closer, and just make this ship go into. Huh. Oh, okay, that's why. Huh. That helped quite a lot. Just gotta be careful I don't go in over the ship here. Likewise here. So for a children's book also, this is interesting to me because working with this dark blue and the lavender colors here, I think it's a really beautiful combination. That made a lot of help because the line of the ocean here just goes behind the ship here in horizon line, so that helped a lot. We could block in this one. What's that? Some kind of technical equipment. Maybe there's also a bit more going on here. Small window up here maybe. And that's about it. Is there smoke coming out of the chimney? A little bit. You can add that. Noise bar. Maybe just a cloud to finish things off. Call it a cloud. And you know, you can also maybe make up your own cloud. Let's just put in a big old cloud here. Disappearing maybe. Let myself be inspired by the way the blue can be used here as shading of the cloud beneath it. Yes, should I do something else on the grass? Could be that there's just a small few little highlights here of the grass, and we can make that with a scritchy pen. Scritchy is one I use often for creating illustrations because it has a really nice textural kind of line quality to it. Just gonna make it bit bigger, maybe 30 pixels, and then just a few highlights. Gonna make it a bit lighter. the difficult thing about creating texture is that sometimes you don't gotta paint the one single grass at a time. You just gotta make some kind of shapes. There's a guy who's called Aaron Blaze. He also has a YouTube channel. He's very good at creating these paintings and creating textures of fur and landscapes and all the sorts. One last thing here. Big Bad Wolf. I enjoy that name. Okay, stop, Casper. Stop. This is the final piece. Of the illustration here, or of the picture. And yeah, this was really fun. I want to do this more often, and you get a good sense of yeah, well, you're studying nature, and you can always use nature as inspiration for a children's book or for your art. So I recommend this technique. And the good thing about this is to do it digitally is that you can sit inside a car and draw on the outside. Well, you could also use analog materials such as a sketchbook and then watercolors, but this is just a really nice and quick way of doing a landscape study. Thank you for tuning in on this Monday Doodle. Have a pleasant evening. I'll see you soon.